Alright, welcome to the shop again. Show you what I'm doing this weekend. Sharpening a lawnmower blade. Now, I did a video a while ago on this, and I built this setup for my router table. But I thought, well, why can't I just use this on a drill press? So let me show you how my thoughts and thinking about this are going. So first thing you need is a drill press. And if you don't have a drill press in your shop or at your house, maybe your husband does, so go talk to him. Okay, so that's the first tool you're going to need. So there's mine. I bought this thing on Craigslist 15 years ago, maybe, and this thing's awesome. So right now it's sitting on a low speed, and I'm too lazy to change the belt to change the speed. So this is basically what I'm talking about here. Okay, so I'm using the flat surface of the table as a reference point. The jig rides on the drill press table. This is the jig that I made, and right now I just mount the lawnmower blade, and I cut this at 30 degrees. All right, so let me show you that. So this is cut at 30 degrees. And this lawnmower blade, my tractor blades work really well on I think that's 30 degrees. This one's a little different, okay? So basically, take a look at that. So it's just a 2x4. I took it to the table saw. If you don't have one of them, again, go talk to your husband. Maybe he's got one. Cut that at 30 degrees. And then mounted it to just a chunk of pine. And I put the top piece that way just a little bit, so there's a little lip here that the blade can ride on or rest on as you're tightening it. So it just kind of drops in right there on that. And then I just use a drywall screw and a washer to mount it to that. Okay. I just hold it right on this. So it's sitting on that lip, sitting on this. And it rides right in there, right? So the same thing as the other video on that I showed you, or that I have online for the router table. Then I just turn the drill press on, and what I have are drum sanders. And what I'm learning right now is these things really don't last long for cutting this much steel. So I'm trying, in my mind, I'm trying to think, well, what better option do I have for sharpening? But it's working, it's just working really slow. So anyway, just turn it on. It's sitting fixed, references the table, 30 degrees I think, and I just kind of rest it, put a little pressure on it, back and forth evenly, don't stay in one spot. This thing works really good because of this the mulching blade or whatever. It's got that curve to it, right? And you can see the consistent cut that I'm getting along that edge. I mean, it's consistently cutting it. And same thing on this other one. So I'm getting there. It's taken a long time. Again, this 30 degrees, it's probably not the right angle for this blade, but I'm going with it anyway. So it's pretty basic, right? Just cut that piece of wood, mount it on another piece of wood, and when you wear a part of the drum out, either I loosen the drum and move the disc up or down and get into a fresher spot, or I raise the table up and down, right, to get into a different spot. And if you have one of these, get yourself a 13mm wrench, not a 1/2-inch wrench. So if you don't have one of them, go talk to your husband. Okay. Cleaning that up, and I just keep going back and forth. And it's just giving me a real nice, consistent, even line all the way. So this thing banged up pretty good. But it's getting there. I mean, this thing is sharp down in this area. I'm just going to carry it all the way through. right? And then to do the other side, you got to take the blade and just loosen it, and then just flip it to this side. So, I don't know, it works. Are there improvements? Or yeah, I think so, but for sharpening these mulching blades, I haven't found any or thought of any other idea that works, right? That gives you a consistent result. And I like going a little slow on this, so we're not distempering the steel. It's just a nice slow cut. But it is Saturday, and I only get so many days off. I got to finish this thing. I tried a stone in here, a sharpening stone, and it just clogged up real fast. It didn't work. I don't know what else would work in there. A diamond type sharpening system, carbide cutters. I don't know. But it's pretty safe. Right? Just hold it back and forth. I'm getting there. I'll probably focus just on this edge now instead of this. This is already real nice. Okay, talk to you later. Alright, so we're going to try something different here. I'm going to change the angle of that. Welcome to the shop. Jeez, what a mess. Table saw is used as an everything table. Anyway, so we're going to try changing the angle of this one, right? So I'm going to increase it just a little bit more on a new block and see if that will clean up that last little part, give it like a double bevel. It's taking forever to get down into here, so I'll cut another chunk of 2x4, mount it to my base, try that. So table saw's a mess. Twist it and the like. You can move this fence over just a little bit. Try that. Try that. Table size. So that's a little bit more of an angle than that one, right? So we're going to mount that to the base, see if we can't clean up that last little edge. Let's see here, how did I do this? Something like that. I did not eat good today. Too much coffee, not enough food. So that's just going to sit in there like that again, and that'll increase the angle, so I could probably cut just this little bit, give it a double bevel. Give me a second here. Alright, let's see here, mount this in the center somewhere. Alright. Screw tight. Alright, let's see here. Now, let me show you a trick. If you're ever sharpening a knife, and you want to know what you're sharpening or what metal's being removed and what's not, take yourself a Sharpie and just paint all that. Right? Darken it all. Use that for knife sharpening all the time. And then let's just take a swipe. Well, you can see what it's hitting and what it's not now. So it's hitting this bottom edge. We're getting there, right? So this is a better angle. I don't know, it's like 35 degrees. It's not perfect, right? It's just going around over here, trying to get it. Then you could try cleaning these with these erasers, big rubber pads. Again, not the best cutting device. It's working, but I don't know if you can see that. Definitely getting in there. Man, this blade is dinged up, but I can't worry too much about that. I just got to get what I can get, right? But it's working and it's consistent, right? I mean, it's straight across. It's not all over the place, and it's working on the mulching blade. That's what I wanted. A straight blade, right, would be easy to sharpen, a lot easier, but you got to get down into these curves in here. Right, got to get in there with that disc, and with a file or something you just really can't get in there consistently. So all right, it's gonna take a little time. This thing's already trashed. These things don't last but nothing. I don't know what other kind of material that would last long and cut steel like this, right? I mean, I got a metal lathe and a mill in the back. I mean, I'm thinking in my head, if you really wanted to move steel, you know, you need some serious cutters and some speed. But just trying to sharpen this thing. All right, I'll talk to you in a bit. I pulled this out of my bag of tricks here. It's just a diamond, probably cheap diamond set of discs that I bought, right? This has got the diamond on this edge. This one's got it on the flat edge. Let's see how long this lasts. I can get it to ride in there. If it was wider, boy, I'd be a lot better off, right? But I'll bet you it cuts pretty good, and a little bit of oil in here probably wouldn't hurt to wash that stone out. A lot of people say you don't need it, don't need water and stuff on diamond, but I find it helps. Sharpening knives and stuff. So it's going to hit up there, though. Definitely got to be wider. Raise, lower the table just a little bit, still hit from here. All right, that's in the way. It's hitting it all. All right. Wipe that off and see what it looks like. I mean, I feel it cutting it, right? We're looking for something faster, and it's definitely removing it. I don't know if picking up the speed would help any. It might, but you got to be, there's a balance there, because otherwise you'll just burn the metal, distemper it, or trash these things. getting it. Feels like it's taking off more material with the diamond than anything. It's just getting to that point of being sharp all the way across. It's taking me forever. This thing is beat. But in my yard, they get beat up. I got a lot of sticks and stuff that just trash the blades. You can hear it cutting it. Feel it cutting it. I don't know what grit that stone is. They don't really say. I think it's got to be more aggressive than what I got to get me down to a spot where I can start fine-tuning it. Boy, it's getting there, though. It's taking forever. Talk to you in a bit. Oh, here's what we got. This thing, the diamond seems to be doing the best. I mean, that really took a lot of material off. And it's consistent. You can almost see the two different shades here. I can anyway, of my two grinds. But it's, man, this blade is bad, but it's still not sharp. There's so much just blunt right here. It's better. I don't know if I can do anything on the back side. If it's straight, should I? I don't know. I'm thinking how to sharpen this thing better. But I'm just going to keep removing material, I guess. See where we get. I mean, it's definitely, it's going to cut grass all the way up to about this point. It's just right in here. It's all kind of blunt. But I don't know. It works. I'd like to get a wider diamond stone, I guess, wheel. I mean, it's not, what am I going to call it? I mean, I got diamond sharpening wheels. Those are nice. That doesn't do what we needed to do here. So, talk to you in a bit.